shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 54. Mike 54. Think you gonna get black? You think you gonna get this?
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Cousins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Play out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 27 yards there, a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what I really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he hits his running back, Procise. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Switch the mic right here. We go right forward. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Run left, right.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Well. Easy. I got it.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Steps away to his left.
Let's make these babies cry.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. On 2nd down and 4. Cousins. Cook strip. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Touch,
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Here we go. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Get your swerve on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Good guys, 4 down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Alert.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson buying time to his left. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he's going great lift.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's go one more.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wilson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A gain of 37.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run down here with throw signs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that,
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Eric Kendricks drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins, his throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 63 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, being chased out left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Flushed out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. First and goal. A touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run again with Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Wilson, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run it again with Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a run with Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50 to Mike. Target.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jim. Check. Lucky. Check 99. Hey, alert.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Now, that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Cook with a first down and much more. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, orbit.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, not allowed.
And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that changes everything here in OT. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in.
Whole thing